motivation. Who's ready to get motivated? Sorry for the last minute change. My light's really bright. But this has been the most requested thing in the last 2 to 3 weeks that everybody's wanted to see my organization. Everybody talks about how organized I am. So I decided to bump it up. We'll bump the other topics back if we even get to it. Y'all might come up with some other great ideas that you want to know about how I do things. So we're going to get started. If you are new to my channel, my name is Pamela, aka Scooter Renee. And so you can call me Scooter, you can call me Renee, but that gets it confusing, but you can still call me that. I've been reselling for 6 years. Love it. I am your host for Monday Motivation. So as I said, we're going to be doing, I'm going to show you my setup, guys. I'm going to let you in on my secrets. So, oh yeah, you can hire me. Okay. Thank you, B-Lady. Thank you for sharing this out. All right, guys, make sure you do all the YouTube things. I got my notes on my phone tonight because Robert's going to be doing the behind-the-scenes video to let y'all see everything. Do the YouTube things. Subscribe, ring the bell, thumbs up. Leave me a comment afterwards. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you got any questions or anything. Those of you that get my notes before the show, you'll still get those, but I really need to know those that want just tonight's notes. I will have places where I buy my items and so forth. I will let you in on that kind of thing. So, you know, you might not be interested in all the other Monday motivation notes, but if you're interested in tonight's, let me know. I will write your name down. And then Kelly, if you decide there's any other ones that you want, let me know. I save all my notes. I have them all the way back from when I started. So this is, what is it? Episode 18. So we're almost to 20. I need all the notes you have. All right, guys, let's see who all is here. Who are we going to welcome in tonight? Very first person that was here first, Miss Darlene. Welcome in, Darlene. So glad to have you. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. Hey, Kelly, you as well. I hope you're having a great Monday. Those of you that attended this morning's auction with me and Picky Nikki, thank you so much. We really do appreciate your support and everything. I've got you down, Darlene, for the notes. I've got you, Kelly, in for the notes as well. We got my friend, the bee lady here. Welcome in, girl. She's like, I might be busy. I'm like, girl, you're the reason why I'm doing this daggum show. All right. And you got it, bee lady. You're on there. Picky Nikki. Welcome in, my buddy. Yep, we're going to get you organized. Now, let's see. Make sure I've got everybody that's come in so far. I know you're chit-chatting. There's my buddy, my sister from another Mr. Cool Ranch is in the house. Yep, Cool Ranch gets to use Robert and I when we go out there to help her get organized as she needs us then. She might not even need us. She might be good on her own. All right, guys, so bring my notes up again here. All right, like I mentioned, we're doing things a little different tonight. This camera's bugging me. Hold on just a second, guys. There we go. All right, so we're doing things a little different tonight. I've had a few of you asking, basically begging me to show my behind-the-scenes organization of how I do things. Let me preface this before we get into it, before we go into it. I'm not always as organized as y'all think I am. At least not outside my computer area. So,
not inside it either.
Whatever. I try to be when it comes to my business. But we have stuff in areas, stuff that we brought from Lee's house that we're trying to decide if we want to keep, if we want to sell, what we want to do with it. So we will have stuff in areas that hasn't been put away yet or anything. It does get messy here, especially when we go out sourcing on those days, because usually by the time we get home, I need a nap, so I don't get to it that day sometimes. Until I focus, then I'll put the stuff up where it belongs and so forth and everything. But don't go thinking that I'm all perfect, guys, or anything like that. That would be my husband. He's as close to perfect to God as anybody else. So, all right, or at least that's what he's always telling me. He's almost perfect. All right, we will do kind of a semi-order type thing from once we get the stuff back here to our house to my string door's frozen. Am I frozen on the screen, guys? Let me know.
You're back.
Okay, I'm back. Woo! It's like, please bring me back.
That margarita's coming back.
Okay, so here we go back again. So we're going to do a semi-order for you guys at what we do when we get back from sourcing day, what the process is from there, what I do on auction nights and everything, let you see what I do there as well. We're going to kind of, thanks to B Lady, she's the one that kind of gave me my outline for this. We're going to go over a little bit of shipping, a little bit of packing, invoicing, and what we do with the purchases. So like and it's just going to be a glimpse, guys. I can go further into it later, but this is just going to be a glimpse at what we do. All right. So let's see. I don't think we've had anybody new come in. I haven't already. Welcome. But first, we got to do, and y'all know it, positive spot thought, guys. Y'all know I love doing this. Organization isn't about perfection. It's about efficiency, reducing stress. We all can use that. Reducing stress and clutter, saving time and money, and improving your overall quality of life. So it's not sit here and say that I'm perfect. It's just I need some control in my life, you know. So but I thought that was really fitting for tonight. That organization isn't about being perfect. It's just giving you your control back, your kumbaya, all that kind of stuff, whatever you want to call that. Cool Rich needs my tech guy. He'll be there. You just gotta wait till October. I know, I don't want to freeze. Well, you're about to see behind the scenes, B Lady. Like Robert's got the iPad. He's going to be the one actually going around showing you that stuff. As I stated earlier, if you want this week's notes, let me know in chat. It will be, I'm only making this special because I do have where I bought my items. And of course, I don't want to share that with everybody or just anybody. So we'll have where I got those items and everything. So let's get started. Again, this session will be about when we go out flea market, basically sourcing. Flea markets, estate selling, yard sales. That's pretty much about the only 3 areas that we hit now. But what we do, what's supposed to happen when we get home. And then we'll show you about when we get home. We'll take the items either into our warehouse or we'll sort it out here in the office area. I say like we do that all the time. It doesn't happen all the time. And we either will take the item, or I already said that, into the airhouse. What the heck? I think I'm airhead. We will show that area in a bit. Not always simple or done every time, but you know, I got to have some sort of, what works for me. So guys, as we go along, make sure you drop those questions. We will talk about everything. And like I said, if you need me to dig into deeper on anything that you see as we go along as well, or even as I show you my screen tonight later, just let me know in chat. I will cover as much as y'all want, as long as you want to be here to know it. So, girl, those trinket boxes, they're just like a sonar or whatever. It's like, whoop, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to bring Robert up on the iPad now. Hopefully this works without too much feedback. And I'm going to put me in the background. So I'm going to talk while Robert shows you everything. So like I said, it's not all pretty, guys, but you'll get the gist of it. When you walk into the warehouse, you see the big table there. We're actually going to take that table, replace it with a 3x3 to kind of give us more room in there. But this is the table that we use to put our items on and kind of go through later whenever we feel like we want it to. And then, so on the right side of the wall, we have 3 plastic shelves lined up on the wall, as you can see there. These are mostly full of hard goods like glassware, jewelry boxes, tin cans, Native American items, so forth and so on. Again, the table does help us when we're in there and we're kind of picking out the items we want to show for the night or whatever, get it ready for the flea market booth. But we keep that table in there to help us. My warehouse is where my office used to be. Many of you will remember this is where I used to come at you live all the time. Let's see. So on the side of the door there, you'll see we got 2 shelving units on that wall. That first one there is kind of a hold area until I decide where I want to place it, or that will be the, where I hold some items there. And then the second shelf, you're jumping ahead, Robert. And the second shelf, that's all clothing. So as you can see, I've not touched that shelf. I think I'll have a clothing auction here soon just so I can unload some of that, but that's where that is. So coming on around from there, we have the cabinet. It's full of some small hard good items and a lot of salt and pepper shakers there. So we got teapots in there, everything. So everything you see there is what we have. And guys, if you see anything that comes up and you're like, oh man, I want to buy that, let me know that too. I'll gladly sell it to you. All right, from there, we have my big metal shelf there. Now, this is what held all my Poshmark inventory. And as you can see, it changes. This is also changing again. So this is in the process of being transformed into better storage of items and what we actually want to make use of this for. I think the metal shelf is Gladiator from Lowe's is where I got that one. So again, ignore that. It's in the process of being totally redone. And then from there, we have the gray cubbies. Rolling rack. I got this at an estate sale. So I use this mostly for my tie Beanie Babies and most of my trinket boxes. That is where most of those trinket boxes sit most of the time. So that's where that is. The closet is a mess, but I did want to show it to you. This is where I do keep my Poshmark items now. I have downsized it quite a bit. I keep all my overflow of shipping boxes and poly mailers and everything. So that's all in there. And then, so after sourcing day, our goal is to try and get the items where they belong on one of those shelves. Try to is keyword there. Coming out to the foyer. Whoop, you okay? This is the jewelry area. As you can see, I have labeled so I know what is what. I've got my brooches. I've got my items like pendants, knives, keychains, belt buckle, compact, all that kind of stuff. And then my brooches are broke down by rhinestone, gold tone, silver tone, so forth and so on. And then you can even see over where the rings are. Robert, if you'll show that area of the rings. I even got sizes there for you guys now. So now if you say I need a size 7, I can go pull that size 7. Here's what I got. And so forth and so on. So the only thing that I do not have size would be my sterling cart area. That's not, no, there's Bella. This is where I keep all my sterling. It's in this brown cart. I did not size the rings because I'll just do it as I show it. But this will be where all my sterling is. So there is that. Thank you, Cool Ranch. That's right, guys. Thumbs up. So you see I have a lot of those empty ones that I still need to do. That's where all my necklaces are going. I just started on that late this afternoon. So you will see that. So now you're coming into our area. This is where the work is done. All the lives, all the shipping, putting your items in the cubby after a sale if you have one. So let's talk about that real quick. I always tell you guys about your cubbies. And these are the cubbies that I have. These came from Amazon. And as you can see, those who buy often, they get their own cubby. So they get the whole 12 by 12, whatever that is. The one off buys or you don't buy every week. And that's okay, guys. I just put you all down on the bottom area. And those are labeled A through Z. So like A through D, E through whatever, so forth and so on. So Inside the cubby, you'll see that one that's open right there. This one, or in all of them, I put a plastic little box in there so that can hold like your jewelry, your small items, so they don't fall through the little grates there. And then your big items just go all around that area. So that's where y'all's stuff is kept. That's how I keep it organized. So Cool Ranch has her own box. Bee Lady has her own box. That's where your items sit. So if you do the month invoicing, I just put it in there and I forget about it till it's time to ship your items to you. So that right there has probably been the most life-saving change I've done in my whole business right there. To the right of that, the cubbies over at the right. Yeah, there you go, Robert. That is strictly jewelry. So I got some of you that do nothing but buy jewelry from me, but you don't have a cup, like a big cubby. So those again are labeled A through Z, and that's where I keep all the smaller or all the jewelry items that y'all purchase. Right, they are sturdy. It takes a lot for them to fall down, or not fall down, but for the shelf to fall inside the cubby. And that was only because I learned that with Michelle Lawing when she bought that metal Uncle Sam's bank. It does have a weight limit. I just tend to kind of go past it. All right, next area. This is my shipping area. It does have stuff on top of it. This is probably the best purchase I have made my whole entire business. And guys, y'all also have to remember, I've been doing this for 6 years. So I didn't accumulate all this stuff in 6 years. It's been a work in progress. But I got this shipping table from Home Depot and absolutely love it. We usually will have the top to get ready for a show at night. So kind of like the Native American stuff that was up there. We'll have that ready for, say, we're doing an anything show tonight. And then the rest of the time, I try to keep this clear so then when we do shipping, I can use the whole table as shipping. Right, Bee Lady? I love this table. Got it at Home Depot. Home Depot, this is it starts with a D. Dynex or something like that. Home Depot has it the cheapest. Believe me, I searched all over the internet to find the cheapest. They were the cheapest.
And if you don't have room for the 3 drawer, they have a 2 drawer.
Oh, and then they have a 2 drawer. So even if you didn't have room for the whole 3, they do have a 2, so it makes it a little bit smaller. I call it, it's either a work table or shipping table. If you do that search, you will definitely find it. But Home Depot is where I got that. Let's see. On the bottom,
It's also on casters.
Oh, and it comes with the caster wheels, the big old wheels. FYI, you will need the biggest wrench you have ever gotten for just 4 nuts. And it's like, really? All right. So it does have that bottom rack down there. This we use to hold like our jewelry displays, some bubble wrap. And then to the far right there, I have a heat and seal. I got that at an estate sale, guys. So if you can get stuff at an estate sale and it works, get it there. Don't go pay the ridiculous amount of money to get it. And then we have totes down there that Robert uses to put, what sold, what didn't sell, that kind of thing. And then, so you have the drawers there. The first one here, I tend to keep the scale, the scissors, duct tape, measuring tape, my Scooter Renee stickers, and this is all for shipping, weighing, and everything. The middle drawer there, it has my most used poly mailers and everything. So I got some big poly mailers for the double boxes and single boxes and everything. Then I got everything down to a small where I'm just shipping you one item. And then the last one there, it holds miscellaneous stuff. So I got clamps in there if we need to super glue something together to hold it. Magnifying glass. We have this saran wrap cutter in there. Robert hates it, so I would not recommend that product from Amazon at all. And then I get the bread bags from Walmart. They come in 100. So when I do my Poshmark shipping, I put my clothing in that, and then I use my heat and seal to seal the bags. And you can get those bags a lot cheaper at Walmart when you do it that way. Hello, Mr. Picky. All right. Let's see. What's next? Hold on. So we have the green drawers over here that Robert is showing you now. These are used to put some trinket boxes in. So if I get some on Saturday and I know I want to show it in the coming week, I'll put them in there and store them there until I can show them to you guys. But I also use this. This is what I love about it. I've been using it to hold items. So like for the marathon, I put everything in there that I want to show for the marathon. That way it's all in one place. I'm going to be going on Jewelry Nurse's channel. That's all in one drawer because those items are what I definitely want to make sure that I do show. But this was in Emma's room. It was going to be too much in Emma's room, so we moved it out here. And it has been more than I thought it would be. And then next we have Robert's setup area. So this is where Robert is when he's live with me. We have the light box there. But this is his desk. So as you can see, there's plenty of room to the side for him to put items that, he wants to show to you guys from the table to there. Or sort it afterwards, the sold and not sold, that kind of stuff. So that is where he is. Oh, did you see my giant sloth? Yep, there he is. So now he's not watching over the warehouse. He's watching over the office. I started feeling bad making him the only one in the warehouse. All right, and so that's Robert's area. Then you come over to my area. Hi. And this is over here is my desk area. It looks like this all the time. It looks like it's a tornado most of the time. But my desk is one of those rise and lower, so I can stand if I need to work, or I can sit down if I need to work. But I have that along with my toolbox. I love this toolbox, guys. It's got the butcher block on top of it. I love it because it's a toolbox, but it's kind of feminine looking too. So, and I have my plastic drawers here. All of this stuff has stuff that I use all the time, but here's where I keep some more poly mailers as well. And down here is all the tissue paper when I do my Poshmark stuff. So all of that stuff. Then behind me, there's my other table. That actually will fold down if we need room, to get by there for something. Let's see. And then also stuff on there that people got me. There's several things on there that Picky Nikki has got me. Granted, it's all sloth. Got my Aerosmith Funko Pops that Robert got me. The blue sloth, that one's from Cool Ranch. Like, I can remember what all of y'all got me. So that's the table. There's some stuff that I have displayed that I just want, to be able to look at it and think of you guys. Up here is my TV. This is where I eventually want to try and get the video going to where y'all can see stuff that's for sale, but I haven't brought it up yet or anything. And then next to that is my huge sloth collection. So, and my name. So there you go, guys. So all that's right there. Try to keep it as organized in here as possible. But as you can see, there can be stuff. I use that rolling rack for when we do jewelry. I sort my items the way I want them, and then I bring them to you guys and show it to you. So lots of neat things, I think. So back to my desk. I'm going to have Robert come back around here. Your head's splitting. We'll break it down even more, B-Lady, if we need to. So I do have my 3 monitors here. I got my mic right here, and then I use this light box and a ring light. So this is my whole setup when I go live with you guys. So I keep YouTube over here. You can see my camera's right here, and that's why I'm always looking at, because my other monitor's above it. So this is what I use to keep StreamYard on. And then I just have the third one when I've got all 3 screens doing something. The camera that I have right here, Robert, if you want to come in just a little bit more. There you go. This is a Canon EOS Mark II. That came from Amazon. It is on the expensive side, but they said, quit, webcams. You're always going to have that look with webcams. Get a camera or get a dock cam. Which I forgot to tell y'all about. Over in the light box, we have a iPibo 4K dock cam, and that's what Robert gets all the close-up shots with for you guys. So that's it for the tour part. Any questions before I let Robert go and do whatever he wants to do? Any questions you want to go back, look at anything, let me know in the chat. Let me know. Yep, that blue sloth came especially from Cool Ranch. So he sits right behind me. Yep, RoFlo is a professional, right? All right, guys, we're going to move on then. Thank you, my honey, for helping me out with that.
You're welcome. You need to go to the other camera.
Oh, yeah. Here we are. All right, let me get rid of that. Okay, so we covered what we do when we come in with the stuff and all that kind of stuff, what I do with y'all's items so it stays organized. I know who bought what. Oh, B-Lady saying you're amazing.
I try.
All right, hold up. Let me bring you back on. Did you get off yet?
I'm trying to.
Cool Ranch wants to see how I have my sterling organized when we get a chance. Y'all gonna give him the big head, telling him how amazing he is.
Well, I knew it already.
All right, if you'll go back to the brown cart, that's where the sterling's kept.
Yes, I'm boss.
We're gonna add Robert back up. So right here, I got sterling there at the top. First one is labeled rings. So there's all my sterling rings that I have. The next one is all my sterling earrings that I have. And then I have all my sterling brooches in that one. And then below that is pendants. And then below that is bracelets. And then below that is necklaces. Now, these carts and shells that y'all have seen are what I got at an estate sale all in one day. I had to be almost like we were the second one in line, and I grabbed all of these carts. So they've come in handy. All in bags. I see. Okay, that's very helpful. Yeah, some of them I'll go ahead and have in bags, but like as you can see right there where Robert was showing the bracelets and everything, like those aren't individually bagged. But like my necklaces, I probably will bag most of those just because, you know, the tangle mess it can be. But bracelets, no big deal. Brooches, that kind of stuff. Yes, those are scrapbooking cards. But again, I got all of this from a lady that did nothing but scrapbooking. So there's all watches. I mean, everything you think of it, jewelry-wise will go on this area. Like I said, I got to do my necklaces next. And B-Lady, those are tool carts. Those are the carts that teachers go after. I had a teacher try to buy one of them off of me, and I was like, nope. And Robert couldn't stand it. All the colors had to be together. So, you know, they were all mixed up and everything. But, yeah, I just got those, and I just started organizing them this weekend. So this isn't a, hey, this is what I've been doing the whole dang time. So Robert's showing you the rings there again. So again, if you mention a size, I can go there and see if I have anything. I'll have to sit there and dig the rings and size them and all that kind of stuff. So, especially caution ring. I don't mind doing that much sterling, but caution rings, I just want to get it and show it to you guys. Right, Picky? Yes. Anything that has drawers that allow you to separate things. Why are you showing that?
Because it's over here.
Well, yeah, that whole area's got to be redone too. And that's like the stuff that's up by the front door there, guys. I've got to get that stuff put away, but that all came from Cool Ranch. I knew what you meant, Picky. So, again, that's the whole setup there as far as what we do. They are, yeah, that's why I try to buy everything, either an estate sale, yard sale, Facebook Marketplace, all that stuff. Huh? What? You want to cut off? I can't hear, so okay, I'm cutting it. All right, guys, back to me. Sorry. You know my hearing's off today all the time.
What does this mean?
All right, so let's kind of go into what happens the night of an auction. I can show you that stuff now. During the auction, I have a notepad right in front of me, and you can see I write down your name, what you bought, and how much. And then there's a date up here. And that's all this is. Where's the other one I had? This one is the one that I've been using, and I filled it all up. But all that's in there is everything from every auction. So always make sure I put the date, list the person's name, a small description, and how much you paid. That way I don't have to go back and watch the video and try to figure out what you bought, because I'm all about getting it done. I'm already behind enough as it is when I, have death in family or go on trips, but so I do that. We'll write down all that for you. After that, this is where I probably overdo it, guys. Probably where I completely overdo it, but this is what keeps me organized, guys. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, let you see what it is. We're going to go into Excel spreadsheet. So as you can see, I've got Scooter Renee auction business there. Can y'all still hear me? I hope so. Something about sharing the screen or whatever. It won't let me do my cursor over here to where you can see where I'm pointing. That I can tell. So we'll just go over this just real quick. So down, can y'all see my cursor? I think it's there. It just takes it a while for it to go where I'm going. Okay. Yep. All Excel. I'm old school. So we'll just use this one right here. So I got the date. I got the description, the quantity you bought for that date, or, if there was like a 2 or 3 or whatever, and then the cost. And so there's all that. Each one of you have a tab. You have your own tab where I keep up with all your stuff. So I can go to B Lady. So if B Lady's like, hey, I want to know what I bought back in July 2nd. I literally can come into my Excel spreadsheet and tell her exactly what she bought and everything. I'm like, what? So there's that. I keep all your invoices numbers over here to match up with PayPal. I put your name. I probably should block that out. Your address, all that kind of stuff. But then I put paid as you pay your invoice. So then that way, I know that those are items I've already shipped, that kind of stuff. The color down here at the bottom changes. I use blue for those that you just have a tab, but you haven't bought anything. Yellow is where you still owe me, and I keep that yellow until it's paid. And then we'll come on over here. Red is those that I have to watch. So, you okay? And then this is where I keep all my auctions totals for every day I do an auction. I'm an open book. I don't care that you see my numbers or anything like that. But I have even 2021 and I have 2020. So I can go back at any point and see what I did any month. So yes, this is a steroid organization on steroids. It does on PayPal, but again, that's where I said I probably put too much work in this. It's where I copy it and put it over on PayPal. That way I can actually put y'all's items. Come on. Switch. Well, it's not switching back to where I have an individual. But that's where I can put it all. And then when I get ready to go invoicing, I just look at this. I don't have to go back and look at my notebook or anything like that. And I can wait. I don't have to sit there and worry about get it on the invoice that night of the auction. So yes, it does on PayPal. So it's kind of like a double work thing for me, but I feel in control. Okay, so there is what I use as far as keeping up with everything that y'all bought. and who bought what and all that kind of stuff. Again, we're just skimming over this stuff, guys. But if you have further, deeper questions, we can definitely discuss it. Let's see. I don't know why my Canon's giving me fits. Okay. Let's see if I can take my disc down. All right, hold on, guys. Okay, there it goes. I'm gonna pull my chair up. You should see me now, I think, right? Come on, camera. All right. Give me 1 second while I unplug my camera and plug it back in. All right, there we go. I don't know what's going on with that. So from here, I take it and I pretty much duplicate it. Oh, I hate to move my desk again. Okay. Make sure I guess I can fix my camera here. There we go. Okay, so I plug all that into Excel worksheets and everything. And then when I get ready to go invoice y'all on Friday, I can just look at my spreadsheet and I have to look through the notebook. Hopefully y'all can still hear me, even though my camera keeps freezing on me. Okay. Sorry for the technical support, guys. Okay. Good. Even though I'm frozen, y'all can hear me. That's all that matters. Okay. All right. Let me look at my notes here real quick. So, do any of y'all have questions about PayPal? Let me minimize this. Any questions about PayPal that y'all might have? Any questions? My PayPal is probably not anything different from yours. So if I go into my invoicing, I'll just show this real quick. Okay, guys. Good point, Cool Ranch. After 600, I think they give you your sales to enter. Yes. They will do it at 600. Technically, you should be doing it the whole time, regardless of what it is, the amount and everything. Make sure you're getting your business write-offs as well. Cool Ranch. Maybe let them know the difference. Okay. Yeah. I didn't realize how important that was. And I didn't realize you can have as many as you want to. So, the difference between personal PayPal, that's where you do your regular friends and family, your goods or services, and so forth. But with business PayPal, you get a few little extra things. And a lot of people, I didn't know this, but after you've been selling for a while and invoicing on business PayPal, you get a few little extra things, but the biggest one is the working capital, guys. This is probably my favorite thing. Once you've been on there for a while and you can apply as many times as you want, it's not going to affect your credit score or anything, but it's PayPal working capital. And it basically goes back and looks over your selling trend for like last year or the year that you're in. Hey, Boatman, welcome in. So glad to have you. Welcome. But the working capital is a game changer because while you have it, and I'll go ahead and show you guys. While you have working capital, this right here, as I get paid, 30% of it goes back to pay the capital that I took. After this is paid off, as you see, I only got $106 more. After that's paid off, I can apply for another one. It is the best thing as far as the business part, I think. But you get all these other little things up here that you might not have on regular, personal PayPal. So that's the big thing to show you guys. So if you're treating this like a business, I recommend that. It's so easy to pay that back. You don't have to worry about being a loan or having interest. You just got to pay $90 at least every 3 months, I believe. Or it might be every month. Don't quote me on that. Yes, they do. They give you money to work with. But again, it's going to be based on what your sales have been. So it took me a while to get mine because I had a personal. If I had used my personal as my business one, I would have had it in no time and probably a lot more. But then I didn't discover that I had to have a business till like way after. So that's why I'm telling you guys now, if you can switch to PayPal Business, PayPal gives you money to work with. So, and you're not having to literally make a payment. It just comes out of your sale or your, what you get paid. It just comes right out there. So, yes, right, Susan. Welcome in, buddy. It is a game changer. I love it. Like I said, as soon as I, pay that 106, which would probably be paid off by this weekend, I can go in there and get another $1,000 and they'll give you what the most you can take. And I think it's, let's see if it tells us here. But I think they give you so much and you can take that amount or you can take, a lesser amount, which is what I did. So as you can see, I only did this much because I just want to see how it worked and everything. Yeah, so it's 90-day period. That's my minimum that's due every 90 days. So I was looking to see. So up here at the top, right there, it says your loan is almost paid off. If you pay the remainder off early, you'll be eligible to apply for another loan. So there we go on that. Right here. Because they break it down on here. What is my LLC? It is, I think it's sole proprietorship or something like that. Yeah. They do not, you can put your business license and information in there, but to do the loan, you will have to have I believe, you can, well, now I'm changing my mind. I think you can use your social, but if you have your business tax ID number in there, your EIN, they will want that and everything. They want proof of that. So PayPal Capital, it gives business access to the capital that you need, but it's faster and easier than traditional loans, which is what I loved about it. Again, it doesn't affect your credit report. And you can pretty much apply it every day because your sales with them, if you're a constant reseller and using PayPal, that changes every day. Talks about, if you're eligible for it, all you got to do is have a PayPal Premier or business account for 90 days or more. So you got to have it for 90 days. And you've had to process at least $20,000 in annual PayPal sales if you have a Premier account, or at least $15,000 in annual PayPal sales if you have a business PayPal account. And then you can only have one loan at a time. So you got to pay off any existing before they'll do another loan for you. Stupid easy, guys. Stupid easy. So how does it work? It's a business loan with one affordable fixed fee. You repay the loan and fee with a percentage of your PayPal sales. And then there's no periodic interest charges, monthly bills, late fees, prepayment fees, penalty fees, or any other fees. So you will select your loan amount. The maximum loan depends on your PayPal account history. So like I said, they are going by your sales. And then you can choose what percentage of PayPal sales. I think it's like 10%, 20%, and 30%. If approved, the amount is deposited to your PayPal account literally within minutes, like within a minute or two. And you repay automatically a percentage of your sales. So, I mean, it's just a no-brainer for myself. I'm never having really, yeah, it takes part of what I would have gotten from PayPal, but if it's money that I need to expand my business or whatever, it makes perfect sense to do it this way. Let's see. This is where it says, no, the lender determines your eligibility based on your business PayPal sales history, not your business or personal credit score. So there's the proof right there about it does not affect your credit score. Let's see if there's anything. Let's talk about fees. I'm looking for the thing where it shows you a chart. Oh no. They have a chart here that kind of shows you, 20%, 30%, all that kind of stuff. So, but go check it out. I won't go, I've already spent too much time on it. But check it out for sure. It is worth it. Again, you got to be using it for 90 days, which is where it sucked for me because I'd already been doing the personal PayPal well over 90 days. And, and you got to be consistent with your sales. That's the only other point. Let's see. I keep getting emails from Amazon that I'm eligible for a business account. Really strange. They do have a business account. They have a American Express business. So like it literally puts your business name on the card. So they do have a business side account. They also will do things like this, but everything I really looked into this before I just did it. Everything I looked at, PayPal was the best as far as the repayment, the ease of applying for it, the ease of getting it and everything, and it not affecting my credit score and everything. That just made it all worth it. So if you do, it's really easy there. Let's see. I think I had to change my email address and everything to do this. But I don't think you have to. I just chose to. I think you just have to go up there and say business account instead of personal account. There's no cost on you switching it. But once you switch it to a business account, you can take advantage of stuff like this, the easy sending invoices and all that kind of stuff that comes with it. You also can get like POS system if you need a POS system, all those kind of things. Let's see. Okay. Yep, it does give you incentives. You're right, Cool Ranch. There you go. Yep. All right, so kind of back to PayPal. And all of y'all should be aware how I do my invoicing by now, especially if you've been buying from me for a while. But basically, all I do is I come in here and I update your invoice. as you buy each week, or I make an invoice for you. But if I do, usually I don't like sending reminders. I don't know why. It just seems like, I don't know. It's like, dude, I'm going to pay you. I promise, you know. So I send an update. It doesn't seem as, I don't know what word I'm looking for. It just doesn't seem as I'm accusing you of not paying or whatever. But in my invoices, I always put the date that you bought the item, which auction it was. Again, time back to my Excel spreadsheet. And then I put your item description there. And then I put how much you paid for it. So try to do that to make it easy on you guys as well. Yeah, I just did it because I'm really trying to use my Scooter Renee LLC Gmail strictly for business use. That way it doesn't get all tied up in my personal email stuff. So that's the only reason why I decided to change mine. So that's PayPal. If y'all have any other questions, we can go over that, but let's move along. For shipping, I use Pirate Ship. Most of y'all should be familiar with this. But if you're not, I'll bring it up real quick. Again, pirateship.com. Log in or create your free account if you don't have an account yet. Oops. Oh my gosh. And of course, you can tell where some things I had used my other email. Yeah, that's the only reason why I do that, because that way I know if it's business, it's something I need to pay attention to. If it's personal, I don't have to, pay attention to that. So again, it brings up to this page right here, and it's got everybody, that I've shipped to and so forth. But it's super easy. If y'all have questions about that, let me know. I can walk you through it if you haven't ever used Pirate Ship before. I have learned that when I'm doing the shipping and it gets to the point where you put in your cost, or once you get past this point, after you put in your measurements and all that kind of stuff and your weight, and you go to get rates, I have to pay attention because now they'll pop in UPS instead of post office. And usually I generally will go for the post office just because it's easiest on me, and usually cheaper too. Let's see. Right, I love Pirate Ship. I love it. Where on earth do you get that plastic wrap you cover the P.O. boxes with? All right. Let's see. I'm going to show you what I buy. And guys, if you're getting bored with it or whatever, y'all can just tell me, hey, let's stop. But that was the next point. We wrap your items, we box it up, we purchase a shipping label from Pirate Ship, we put it in the bag, slap the label on it, and it's ready to go out. So we try to make it as easy as possible, guys. Let me go to my Amazon account. Don't pay attention to how much I spend. And I just purchased them, so that's the only reason why I'm bringing these up. I get my bags that I use to put y'all's jewelry in when it's jewelry. I get those from Amazon. These are my dad's, they're not for me. This is where we got Robert's desk. So if you like that desk, this is the IRONCK L-shaped desk. And I can send these to you if you like to get that part. But that's where that came from, was Amazon. Again, I would not recommend the saran wrap thing. So I get these poly mailers. I get a 6x10 and another size, and those are the two that I use as far as bubble poly mailers. I just like to just say that, Cool Ranch. And then we are now getting to where we're using more shrink wrap to wrap items up instead of using all that tape and everything. So that's something that some of y'all might have gotten just recently. And then, okay, so I get a 19x24 poly mailers is what I get. They cost me about, back on the Amazon business account. I recommend that you get it because you can get things discounted over there. Not a whole lot of savings, but it is some savings. So these right here is what I get. These are 19 by 24. And this is good if I have one box. If I have one box, like a 11 by 8 or whatever that medium box is, that size, that's what I get. And I can slide that box in there. There's no taping all around it or anything like that. So, thank you, Kelly. We just started that. So I get those. And then I also get, this is the other thing that I get, 24 by 24. And these are what I use on my double boxes. So like, if you get a 2-box tall from me, this is what I'm using. Those are $27.19. I get 100 bags. But basically, I will take these and I will cut the sides, the seams, and then I'll fold them over the box that way. I only have to use 2 if it's the big box. Yes, I can definitely do that, B-Lady. Let me make a note of that real quick because I'm going to put that in the notes as well. So I use these for my bigger boxes. That way it just takes less time wrapping and all that kind of stuff. Let me see if there's anything else I've gotten on here. I do get my 10 by 13. Those are good if you have shirts or like the 7 by 7 box. That will hold it. And I think that is what I've gotten recently to show you guys. I'm going to jump over to Home Depot real quick just so I can show B-Lady that shipping desk. And again, I know it starts with a D. Poly mailer, I do the box in the bag is what I do. And so the poly mailer one, it honors that. It's, a box in the bag. And, it does protect it from the weather and everything. What is it? So let's just try shipping table. And they'll just have all different kinds. I know it's like Dynamax or something like that. Let me try that. Oh, crud, it's not coming up. So again, that poly mailer just makes it easy. Okay, here we go. Duramax. I knew it started with a D. So this is the one I got. It's the 72-inch by 24. Best money I've ever spent. But again, they do have the 2-drawer one. And this is what the 2-drawer is and what it costs for that. So you can get the 2 where it's a little bit smaller than that 3-drawer. Or you can get this one. But again, it's awesome. It's my favorite thing I've purchased so far. Oh, let me go back to Amazon real quick. Let's see.
And if you can get it already assembled, it's better.
I think Robert was saying you can go ahead and get it all put together for you when you pick it up. Or you can put it together. Trying to find my cubbies for you real quick. Here we go. So here are the cubbies that I got off of Amazon. Currently unavailable, but there should be some other different one. Maybe it might not be the one that you get. It might be a little different, but this is what I got. So this is the portable storage cubes with mine aren't metal panels. They don't feel, or it says with metal panel more stable. Cube shelves with doors. There's 30 cubes, and you got to build it yourself. And you can build it however you want. You don't have to do it like that, how they had it. You can kind of stagger it if you want to, kind of like what I did with mine. But that's where I got that off of Amazon. That is probably my other favorite purchase because it has made my life so much better that I can put all y'all's stuff in one place and not worry about it until you are ready for me to ship it. B Lady, you said I used the black ones. Which are you talking about? Poly mailers? Because I do have the black bubble wrap one that I used. I showed to you guys. Oh, you're so welcome. It's not fun when you're trying to, figure all this out. So if I can pay it forward to you guys, then that is what I will do. Hey, Renee, welcome in. So glad to have you. The black plastic wrap over. Okay. So that was the only time I use black is when I use the black hefty garbage bags. I rarely use those. I used to use those, but you had to tape it so much, and that's when they start kind of coming down saying, well, if you're taping it around the box where it looks like a gift, it's technically not going to qualify for it. I don't know. Knock on wood, none of this stuff has happened to me, but I have heard other people have it happen. But they're the blackout garbage bags, so you can use those. I just wouldn't use them all the time. Otherwise, I will use these right here. A 4x8, I'll get a 6x10 for those. And then I get 10x13 on the poly mailers, 19x24, and 24x24 is what I use for all my shipping. Let's see. Any other question, guys? I don't know. Is there anything I need to go over with again or show you what I use? Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate you, or John, whichever one it is, or both. Right. That's the whole thing behind boxing the bag, why people started using it. And again, technically, you're not supposed to use their boxes because we get them for free and everything. But again, I just try not to tape too much unless it's a double box. Then I really have no choice. But other than that, I don't have any problem with it. So. Let's see. Anything else y'all can think of that I haven't gone over? Shipping, what I've used, ordered. Oh, planning. Let me show that to you real quick. So if you are into doing the lives and everything, I like a planner like this just so I can write it down. But as you can see, I've already got my September pretty much filled out. So I put everything in here that I got going on. So my sister-in-law, we're having her estate sale on the 10th. That's in here. But I pretty much keep all my weekend free. Or at least try to. Every once in a while, like last Friday, I went on with Picky Nicky. Or was that Saturday? Anyways, one of those days I went on. But then I have that choice if I want to. Yes, B-Lady, that's why you use box in a bag. It's going to be cheaper. If you use it, the other one, I think it's just like the different size boxes. It is usually a lot more. You got to put in the length, the height, and the let me pull it back up. Like, again, this might not work for everybody, but, this is what I do. This is what helps me. Feel free to tweak things as you go along. Again, this is 6 years in the making. I didn't just get to this point of organization and everything. So keep that in mind. So the box or the rigid packing, lady, you have to put in the length, the width, and the height. Whereas box in the bag, all you got to put in, and they'll say envelope, padded envelope, poly bag, self-pack, or box in a bag. That second choice, all you got to put in there is the length and the dimension or the width, and then put how much it weighs. You need me to stay till Thanksgiving? I would. I so would. There you go, Susan. Yes. That's what I use to plan out my shows, and then all that I got to this week put in September shows in YouTube, because I really try to live by that. If I tell you I'm gonna be here Tuesday, I try my best to be here Tuesday. Things happen, obviously, but I will show up. And the other thing I use is a whiteboard that has a calendar on it, and I use that and I write down my shows on that. That way, if I'm not looking at this and I just need a quick glance of what's going on tomorrow night, I can look at that. And then I have a bigger whiteboard that shows like my goal word, my monthly members, and then my monthly sales. And I have last year's on there just so I can, one, see what my trend is. How did I do last year compared to this year? Where's my low month or slow months? Where do I make the most money? Which months do I make the most money in? And of course, I'm always trying to beat those numbers from last year as well. So, and then the month before. So that just keeps it right in front of me. Let's see. Anything else, guys? Anything y'all want to talk about? Tonight was easy to be for an hour. So. But yeah, like I can go deeper into each of these. I can break them down in different topics. So like one night we can talk all about shipping. Another night we can talk all about PayPal. Another night we talk about the Excel spreadsheets if you like. I didn't show you my Excel spreadsheet that I had for Poshmark that keeps up with like how much I spent on an item, what my gross profit is, what my net profit is, how many days have I had that item, all that kind of stuff. So goals, right, Cool Ranch? Back to box in the bag. Do you tape the bag around the box? Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you what I do. So this box right here, this is the 7x7. This one will easily fit in the 19 by 24 poly mailer. And all I do is I put the box in, I take that poly mailer and I slap the sticky side on there, and I put your label on top of that. That way, for some reason, it won't come up, or it'll stay together. So just real quick. So I use these for like one item, one piece of jewelry type thing, maybe two, no more than two. I will use that for this or for that. Then I have one that's stepped up just a little bit bigger than that. So if I have more items that will all fit in here, I will use this one. This one right here is the 19 by 24. So I will take that. And like I said, this box will fit in the 19 by 24. You can even use the 24 by 24, but I really try to save those for my bigger boxes. And you'll learn what boxes you can do this easily with. PayPal, I used to use a long time ago, but the prices on Pirate Ship just can't be beat. Me personally. So you can see that box fits right in there. And then I take my little sticky side, take that full thing off. fold it over to where it's just like that. And then I put my Dymo label right here, the shipping label right here. So it looks like a box in the bag. So that's the only thing I do on this one. This other box, this is a 12 by 12, but it's the flatter one. So the flatter 12 by 12 will fit in a 24 by 24. So again, I take the box and, put the items in there, and then, but this is the flat 12 by 12. It's not going to be the tall one. And you can also use this for the medium flat, I think, as well. So there you go. If it's right in there, again, I will fold this over, slap my label on there, and then I got my box in the bag. So I'm not going against the rules that they have about box in the bag. The only time I tape is one, if this breaks off or whatever, I will tape then. For a double box, yes, I love my thermal printer. Thermal printer, good lighting, a good camera, and those are the top three things. I would say if you're just getting started, a thermal printer, go on eBay. They last forever. Mine was used. I've had it for 6 years. But for a double box, this is what I was saying that I did, that I'll usually do. So when I've got 2 boxes, I will cut the seams on both of these, lay it out, put my box in the center, and I'll fold it. It's not going to cover it all the way. I'll fold it over, do the sticky part as well, and then I'll cut another bag, again, the same way, both seams, and I'll lay it a different way where it comes up over the parts that haven't been covered yet, and then I'll tape that. So that's the only time I will tape it. It's the only time that it, looks wrapped. They've been going up, Cool Ranch. UPS will always be, every once in a while do I see that it's cheaper by like 4 cents or something. But the shipping on UPS or US, the post office one, it has been going up because I've had some that I thought I could get y'all at $10. It's now like, especially in California, it runs about $11, $12 depending on the weight. So, but I still keep it at 10. I just eat the extra $2. So, right. Yeah, I would say that too. You don't have to have the thermal printer right off because, especially if you don't know if this is going to be a business or if it's just going to be a hobby, you can always just print your labels off regular paper and then tape that on your box. So you can definitely do that. I did that starting out, but I love my thermal printer because all it does is print out the label and I slap it on there. For me, when you have a lot of shipping to do, that is where that comes in handy. So again, the camera, a webcam will be just fine. Some of them are, better than others and so forth. I'm just going by what I learned during the 6 years for the cameras. So again, like I said, this is just what I do. It's not going to fit everybody. It might not be might be too much for you or not enough for you or whatever. Tweak it as you want. Destination makes a difference for sure. Yes, I use UPS to ship at the Bee Lady today. It was $4 cheaper. Yeah, I mean, you just got to play around with it. But for me, it always puts UPS first, and I'll look right underneath the total, and it'll say USPS, $8.72 cheaper. And I'm like, what? So for some reason, it does UPS all the time for me. And I'm like, no, I want to do the cheaper one. Canada will always be one of the most expensive places you'll ship to. I will tell you that. 1 ounce. No, take it back. under a pound, you're probably looking at $14 to ship, if not just a little bit more, because it could have gone up as well. But you start getting to 2 pounds, 5 pounds, you're looking at $20 at least to ship that box to Canada. But they can ship to us like we ship to each other here. Yep, I have my camera that I use for my live, and then I have a document camera as well. The document cameras, those are super nice. Again, you can see all the details a lot easier and so forth. And again, like I said, it's taken me 6 years to get to this point. So I didn't buy all this up front. This is as I've gone, as I've learned, and so forth. But I have a Dymo printer. I don't know if there's really a difference between that and the Rollo, but I love my Dymo. I can pretty much use any label for it. So if it's one that's not the Dymo brand, it will usually work. I haven't had a problem, knock on wood. I get all my labels from Amazon as well. Anything I can buy in bulk will come from Amazon always. And then I don't have the Presidium tester. I went with this one, but it's pretty much the same exact thing. This is Smart Pro Gemini, and this is what I use my Amazon business account to get it cheaper. So that is where that comes in handy. B Lady says, this all sounds so professional. Well, again, as I always say, if it's a business, treat it like a business. Run it like a business. Don't, hem-haw around and all that kind of stuff, and take your time, and, unless there's just stuff that comes up, obviously. But work it like a business. Treat it like a business. So there you go. Metal and stone tester. For metal now, I just use a big magnet that I got from Amazon. That's what I use. I am waiting for them to come out. What I showed you a while ago is like for the gemstone testers and stuff. But I am ready for them to come out with something that will tell you exactly what stone you have in your hand. And I would like for them to come out with something for silver and gold, where I just lay it there and go, yep, that's silver. And I don't have to do all this acid testing. So yeah, I do have my testing stuff. So if you have not gotten this yet, I highly recommend it. So you'll have your silver. You'll scratch your piece of metal on here. For those of you that haven't seen this, scratch your ring or whatever it is you want to test to see what metal it is. Do your silver or your gold. And then like for silver, it'll be a bright red. You can also sometimes use the 18 karat gold one, and that will show blue, real bright blue if it's silver. But you have 10K, 14K, 18K, and maybe 24 that you can test with on this. And then you got your neutralizer that you got to put on after you have tested. So that's what this is. And you can buy these easily on Amazon for next to nothing. So I just have the very basic for that. Let's see. When I send things like a shirt, I use a twist tie bags. Makes the clothing item look fantastic. Right. Yes. Florence says she loves her Presidium tester. Game changer. Yep, if you treat it like a business, profits will come in. This right here, you're just going to look for silver testing solution or metal test solution, metal testing. It'll come up. If you put it in Amazon, it will definitely come up. Or eBay, either one. But just do metal testing or silver metal testing, and it'll bring up everything like this for you. And then it also make sure you get it with the stone. I have one that's like this, so this is what it's going to look like. It's going to be see-through, but you scratch it on there. Then I have this one I'm not too crazy about because It's the same as that other one, but it's got this black rubber grip on it. So if I have it on my desk, I don't have to worry about it shifting on me. I don't have to worry about, knocking it off. It'll just stay right there. So that's what I have. And then here is my magnet tester. Just this one right here. It's got the little cover for it, but that's all I do. If I need to. A lot of times I don't use it because I have my solution. And then what Renee is talking about, these are what I get. Again, these are just from Walmart, but they are the twist tie bread bags. This, you get 100 of them in. You might be able to find it a little cheaper if you want to get it in bulk on Amazon. But then I have my heat and seal. Like I said, I got that in estate sale or yard sale for like $10. Works just fine. And I seal my bags. Again, I do that for the clothing, especially for Poshmark. So, yeah, B Lady, I always forget my magnet when I go there. But then I try to find like one of those magnetite bracelets or something that has a magnet in it and just use it for that. And then this right here, this is, what's the name of it? This is called Prime Tack. It's the brand on this one, and it's the saran wrap. And Robert just started using this, and at first he didn't think he was going to like it, and now he just absolutely loves it. So that's what that is. It came with like 80 rolls plus your handle. I think 80 rolls, maybe 40. But anyways, all that together, I buy, like I said, I buy in bulk, so that was probably like $80. All right. Your heat and seal works on those bags. I've been afraid it would melt it. Yes. Like I will pull the thing down and I will count to 10 and then lift up slowly. Sometimes you'll kind of like, it melted the bag, but it's not on the thing itself. It's just kind of where like I could tear off that excess if I wanted to. But a lot of times I will fold that over, put my Scooter Renee sticker on it, and that's how I do mine. Yeah. Yep, so a heat sealer will work on those bags. Again, I only do that for my Poshmark sales that I make. Just kind of dress those up a little bit more, get my 5-star rating. You want to see the heat and seal? You got it. So you can get these in different sizes. This is one I found at a yard sale, and because it was so cheap, I went ahead and got it. So it's a little on the bigger size. So you just lay your bag in there. And I usually just keep mine setting like at 5. So hold it down, count for 10 seconds, lift it up, and I just take my bag right off. And this is a FS400 sealer. And it's heavy. Hulalian, I don't know. But here's the information on this right here. So this is my heat and seal. Like I said, they come smaller. But since this was at the yard sale, I only paid $10 for it. So I was like, why not? Go big or go home, right? And that one you can keep plugged in all the time. The only time it heats up is when you push down on it. So you don't have to worry about it messing up anything around it or whatever. But yeah, I love that heat and seal when I use it. Anything else, guys, that y'all can think of? Thank you, guys. Great questions. Great everything. They are expensive, yes. They are expensive. That's why I say if you can keep an eye out, keep it patience. Search on Facebook Marketplace, go to yard sales. I mean, I don't think you're going to find them just all the time, but you might come across one every now and then. And I love it because it seals it. It's not one of those things that you got to, pull across, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, awesome. I'm glad it has. Yeah. Right? And that's why, wanted Monday Motivation to be to motivate you guys, get y'all, give y'all ideas how to pull through things, that kind of stuff. But then also I want to be like this kind of stuff, just showing you what has worked for me, what hasn't. Again, what works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. So, if you run it like a business, you'll see that this is constantly changing on what you do, ideas and everything. Anything else, guys? Small manual strapping tool. What do you use that for, Renee? Hey, Carol Ann. Food seal and meal. There you go. Yeah. I mean, there's different ways to do this stuff. Or is that what you're talking about? Gotcha. I'm going to have to check that out, Renee. Large boxes, like when I ship a cooktop. Oh, Lord. That. Wow. Okay. Thank you for coming in, Carol Ann. I appreciate you so much. Anything else, guys? Anything at all? Any other questions on anything that I've shown tonight? Anything outside of what I've shown tonight? Man, you be shipping some big stuff, Renee. Right, B Lady? That is a lot. All right, y'all give me 1 second. I forgot to grab something. All right, guys, I forgot to grab my books for tonight's giveaway. Or even when I ship 13 Ninja Turtle action figures. Wow. That is nuts. All right, guys, we're going to do our 2 giveaways now. I know some people were in here and they just left, but we'll go ahead and do it anyways. Let's see. Viking brand mixer. Oh, wow. All right, so let's pick numbers between 1 and 20. Well, let me show you the books real quick, because then you can decide if you want to do this or not. First up, again, these are books out of my library that y'all wanted. Your Best Life Now, Joel Osteen, 7 Steps to Living at Your Full Potential is up for grabs. Michael Phelps, No Limits, The Will to Succeed. Spontaneous Happiness by Andrew Weil. And then if none of those books interest you, I have a cookbook. This is one that B Lady donated to me. Amish Friends Baking Cookbook is what that is. So 1 through 20, guys. There you go. We got Renee in. We got B Lady in. And I will put a personal note in these books before I ship them to you as well. And try to make sure you do not duplicate your numbers. Susan Arrington, I'm assuming you said 10. And again, we're going to have 2 winners. I don't know if I go that far, Cool Ranch. And guys, give me a day or so. I'll get those notes to you. I just want to make sure I get those links in there right and everything, because I didn't add it to my notes. I just put like what brand or whatever. Oh, you're so sweet, Cool Ranch. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. We got 10 people in chat. Any more numbers? If you haven't said anything at all this whole time, go ahead and put a number in. I don't care. Again, thank you guys for spending Monday night with me. This is probably my second episode that I've gone more than an hour, because I try to keep these at an hour, but when chat's moving and everything, I'll keep going. I knew there was one more number out there. All right, I'm going to do the countdown. Make sure you get your number in at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. All right, Renee, which one do you... No, not Renee. Never mind. Ignore that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right. Where's my phone? There we go. Siri, pick a number between 1 and 20. All right. First number is 18. And Kelly in Texas got it right on the nose. Kelly, you get first pick. Again, you got Michael Phelps, No Limits. Joel Osteen, Your Best Life. Spontaneous Happiness. Or the cookbook. Let me know which one you would like. And then we'll do our second winner. The cookbook, you've got it. It looks like it's got some awesome recipes in here. So, all right. Congratulations, Kelly. Thank you. All right. Let's pick another number, guys. Siri, pick a number between 1 through 20. All right. She only went down just a little bit. 15. Try to get it to show up. All right. I promise you it says 15. There. Hey, Christy S. Finding Treasures. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for coming in. We're just about finished. So it was 15. B Lady, you were the closest without going over. So let me know which one you would like. I've got Michael Phelps, No Limits. Joel Osteen, Your Best Life. Or Spontaneous Happiness. So let me know. Congratulations. Yep, you got it. Unless I messed up. Because it was 15 and it was without going over. Yep, so again, I love my playback crew. I've not forgotten about y'all. I love it when you go back and you comment. Let me know what you thought about it. Spontaneous Happiness. You got it. Congratulations. All right, guys. If y'all think of anything, if you need any other information, let me know. I'll get that to you. Give me about a day or so to get those notes to you. It will have the links of where I got my items. Today's Monday, so tomorrow night I have a special guest, I think, coming on with me. So it'll be an anything auction. So you'll just have to be here to find out who that is. The 31st, I think I'm doing jewelry maybe. I might change it and do trinket boxes. And then Thursday, I will have Cool Ranch with me, and we'll be doing jewelry Thursday night. Oh, that's cool, Cool Ranch. I need list of tools you mentioned. All right, let me make a note of that so that way I can try and include everything in it. All right. I hope y'all really did learn a lot from this. Again, this was only because Cool Ranch and B Lady both were like, I want to see how you organize your stuff, what you do, and everything behind the scenes. So they were the true instigators of this one. And then I've had a few other people. I guess people kind of know about my organizing. So I was like, okay, we'll do it. So if y'all think of something else besides win, which is what will be next week, let me know. I'll do it for you guys. If we need to dig in deeper on anything, let me know. We could definitely do that too. So yeah, that's what's coming up this week. Friday, I might do a morning show. I haven't decided just yet. But just stay tuned. We are motivators, not instigators. There you go. Well, yeah, but I meant that in a good way, Cool Ranch. You know that. Oh. Well, we'll be deaf together, Christy. All right, guys. If there's nothing else, that's right, B-Lady. We can win after this. Definitely. 1,000%. Y'all have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central on my channel. Come and see who is the special guest. I've not had them on before, so make sure you tune in. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one, guys.
Okay, let's do this thing.